Hi McKeevers, this is Jeremy. There's Renee there. Just giving you a video preview here of 2607 Eastover Terrace. So this is sort of the front of the house. This is built on a basement. Pretty good sized basement. And it has these two garage doors here and a carport in front of that. And a carport on the side. And then you can see a little bit of green straight down there. That is the Country Club golf course. So there's this road here that's up a hill crest. It basically goes to about maybe 10 or 15 houses up here, so there's not that much through traffic. And then there's a side road over there that goes by the house, and there's another carport over off of that road. I'll show you that in a sec. Pretty nice fence on this side. Some big oak trees. You do have a little bit of noise in the front yard here from Hillcrest. It's a pretty good road, but I mean, you're right across the street from the golf course, so the location's pretty nice. It's an older house built in '50. You got stucco on the outside. The framing for the windows is all wood. And they're all old wood, I think single pane windows. I'll take a closer look at that in a sec. Got a nice size lawn here. I'll walk over and show you the side entrance up here. So this road keeps going a little bit down there, and you have a side road here with a handful of houses, and then there's another driveway here for your house with carports. There's an older heat pump unit there. Renee said you guys drove by, so I don't know how close of a look you took. So this is a nice easy carport here to park in and then walk in the house. There's less stairs, so I think this is, for a lot of people they would use this one so they don't have to walk up the steps to get into the house. So that's kind of a nice thing for resale value. So you got this big sort of porch here. If you look out that way, there's actually a little bit of fire out there. There was a lightning storm last night. But you can see, some nice hills that way out towards Ashland. There's a big old chimney. Not sure, but I'm thinking under here. Yeah, so that's kind of like maybe somebody covered a planter box or something. So this part's brick. We're thinking it's an add-on, maybe. Carpet obviously needs to go. There's a very interesting, we're not sure what, some sort of old barbecue or something. We'll find out. It's cool. It's got a hood on it and everything. And then you got these windows. I should have opened these blinds before I started. Walk you through that backyard in a second, but there's a bunch of apple trees back there. So this is kind of an interesting room. These are wood tiles. Thought it might be asbestos at first, but it's wood. So there's a lot of wood right here. Most of the house looks like original hardwood in it. Right, a nice big picture window there. This is probably my favorite room in the house. Big old fireplace, that chimney that we were looking at there a second ago. So you can see the windows, they're single pane wood windows. So, eventually you might want to replace pretty much all the windows in the house. There's a great window. So this is the entrance off of the front, so you have these steps. So just concrete. Steps with paint on them going down to the front carport there. This is a big area right here. Might put a dining table, I think. Some built-ins here for pantry, which is kind of nice. There's right here too. The whole house is, needs work, but it's got some pretty cool design things you don't see in a lot of houses these days. So the kitchen's a little almost galley style, I'd say. You know, it's closed in here. This is a tile, white ceramic. Actually, I think that might be plastic sink. Pretty nice view at the front here. So I think this kitchen could be redone. Looks like maybe somebody they've designed this to have a dining room in it. But for me, I think I'd maybe make a bigger kitchen counter there. Use that. Might think about knocking out this wall here. Make it a little more of an open concept living room. It's that wall right there. You know, connect the kitchen to pretty much the best room in the house. So there's nasty old carpet all through here. That goes down to the basement. So this old carpet, I think it all has hardwood under it. So you can see that here they ripped up the carpet and it has more of that nice hardwood, which is cool. Probably just polish it up and refinish it maybe. This is more of the backyard. So that's pretty nice. You got pretty good privacy in the backyard. There's some old apple trees. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a huge juniper bush. This has a closet here. Pretty unique closets. You can see they go in pretty deep. This is, maybe 3.5 feet deep in that closet, and it has an upper thing as well, like that. The guest bath. It's kind of a small, a little bit cramped layout. Kind of doing a lot with this space. Toilet. Nice view out of it. Let's see. That's the door to the basement. You got a linen closet here. And that goes to another guest bath. This is the master. More hardwood underneath the carpet here. Has a little deck out here on top of the part of the carport. And then you have the master bath, which is also a little bit cramped. The shower is pretty tiny. So this is pretty small space for the shower. We got pink tile in there, pink tile over here. Retro. So one sink, and then sort of the sit-down old vanity style. And it has a little built-in medicine cabinet kind of thing there. I think these walls are maybe all plaster.
Like they started to paint and they didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is the master's closet. It's pretty deep for just a regular wall closet. And you have a built-in here as well. Pretty deep again. Yeah. That's the master. You got a lot of cool little old light fixtures like these. Little chandelier style things. This is where they had an old phone here in the corner of this hall. So this is the other bedroom. There's kind of a funny angle to the hall here. So it angles off. You got the master there. And then you have this guest room here. which is nice. You can see what the hardwood would look like in the other bedrooms. Just a view out this window, it's private. A big old hedge over there. You can see out the corner over there, one of the neighbors' house. And then there's like a dog run. That chain link fence goes over here, and there's like a little kennel area.
I think it's for garden tools, a lawnmower.
Little garden shed. The gate, yeah, it would be good for a dog. This one feels maybe a little bigger than the other guest room to me. Another built-in double style cabinet, closet. And this is overlooking that side carport on the side of the house. It's right down there. It's paved all the way up to that corner there. It's got a retaining wall. That's the neighbor's house there. Okay, what else have I not shown you? Let's look at the backyard.
The basement.
Oh, the basement, yep. So, yeah, it fell down. So this goes down to the basement, or the garage. Some carpeted stairs here. It's pretty cool down here. The house is obviously vacant, so it's warm upstairs. Down here it's nice and cool. That's kind of cool. It's always going to be like that in the summer. So you got the garage doors. Doesn't look like they've been having cars in here. You have this post right here. So that could, limit some of the things you could do in here with cars. This is all, I think, concrete blocks with some plaster and paint on them. I got a window there. And then the bathroom down here. Laundry room, bathroom thing. Sink. Laundry's here. You got a window, so you got some light in here. That's nice. And then there's a little bit of space under the stairs there for storage. And here's quite a bit of space actually in this, utility room, whatever you want to call it. It's got the furnace in it, but pretty big room. And then sort of an old cellar or whatever you want to. This would be nice for some storage in here. Potentially this area down here could be converted, I think, to have an apartment in here type of thing. It's got a bathroom. So you could kind of create a mother-in-law quarters down here, or just a room that you could rent out to somebody if you want to help with income there. I think about that. That would add a lot of square footage to the house and up your value. Kind of nice. You can see all the ducting and electrical and stuff under the floor of the house. It looks pretty good. I don't see any problems down here. There was a little bit of water damage I noticed upstairs. I'll point that out to you on my way up. But it doesn't feel like a house that people have taken great care of in the last few years. So I'd expect there might be some hidden problems, but maybe not. Alright, so we're back upstairs. Here's that sort of sitting room, or whatever you want to call it. Kitchen, living room. So where was it? Yeah, right here. There's some signs of water damage. So I would check that out. In an inspection especially, I'd have them check up there, see what that was. Looks like it's old, so hopefully it's not an ongoing problem. This is really kind of an interesting little spot. I'm not sure what you would do with it, but it could be cool for like a barbecuing area. So the backyard is really nice. I like it. Some apple trees here. It's a pear tree. Another apple. Another apple. So I'd say 3 apples and a pear right here. Nice big old huge oak tree in the neighbor's yard. Kind of towering over here. That apple tree is actually quite tall. Yeah, it's 25 feet tall or something like that. A little bit of a slope to it, but pretty flat back here. But it's above, you know, at the bottom, you know, where the house is built up, so it's got this retaining wall down here with the cinder blocks, your parking spots. That's all basement down there, and then up here's, you know, the living space of the house. So I can't really get a good look at the roof. Here's what sort of the lines of the soffits look like. Doesn't look bad. I mean, there's probably could use some paint. The stucco looks okay to me. I mean, see if there's some little cracks in the stucco. Not an expert on stucco, but it doesn't look that bad. So this is that dog run, the chain link fence. It's about 5 feet. They might call it 6 feet, but I'd say it's about 5 feet tall. Keep most dogs out. And then, I'm not sure if you guys have dogs, but this has a sort of a little garden shed. Yeah, this ivy's growing in here and taking over these hedges and stuff. So that's about all I can show you right here. I'd like to get a better look at the roof, but can't really see it from here. There's a power pole right there. There's a drop going down to here. There's a lot of the electrical. It's kind of nice. It's all in one spot. So yeah, this is the place. It looks, you know, both of us think it's going to take a lot of money, a lot of work, but it is way underpriced too for being, you know, right across the street, basically from the country club. I'd expect it to be, you know, over 400 if it was all, you know, fixed up just to, you know, pretty nice standards. You know, if they put in high-end stuff to get that price, and you could probably get a little more money if you expanded the square footage by redoing the basement. So, you know, it looks like a good deal to me. I'd expect to put a lot into it, you know. Not sure how much, but more than 50, I would say, that you're going to want to put into it. Maybe less if you're doing all the work. The flooring is nice. I think you could keep, you know, the flooring, tear up most of the carpet, and refinish the hardwood floors. The kitchen's going to be an expense. I mean, it looks functional and clean, but it's super dated. So if you wanted to, that would be probably where I'd put most of the money, other than structural things. Is I'd kind of convert this. And most people don't want this kind of a closed-in kitchen anymore. So I would probably knock out, maybe do a half wall there, knock that out into the living room. And that wouldn't be a big structural problem probably. And then I'd expand the kitchen to take over this space here too. And probably make this over here maybe a little more of a formal dining room if you need a big space for a dining room. Because that little spot right there, that's not enough for much of a dining room table anyway. I'd make a really nice kitchen. The things that are really hard about this place is the bathrooms. because there's not, you know, they're small, so there's not that much you can do with their space unless you do something really creative. But they're both pretty small, so it's a negative on your resale value. This shower from Masters is pretty sad. I'm not sure how you can make that bigger, but you know, might
take this wall out and make this.
Yeah, kind of combine these two, or get rid of these. These are really big, deep closets, so that would give you enough space almost for part of a shower if you took out this whole built-in, because there's a built-in on this side and on that side. But yeah, you have to do something creative here if you want to get a top, you know, resale value. This kitchen or this bathroom isn't going to cut it for most people at, you know, a $400, $450 price range. They're going to want better than that. But other than that, it's a pretty interesting house. Just, you know, the style's very, you know, 50s, which is really a lot of people like that. There's going to be a lot of windows to replace. It's going to be another big expense. A lot of windows. And then I'm assuming, let's just say, is there anything about the roof? It doesn't mention the roof in the listing, so that's something, you know, probably needs to be replaced, and hopefully it doesn't have too much damage from that. It doesn't smell real bad in here, like there's water damage. It smells old and, you know, empty kind of, and the carpet is not that clean, so it kind of has a dirty carpet smell, but it doesn't smell wet or moldy to me. So, this place, I think it could work out for you since it's in the price range you want, and it could really, you know, if you put a lot of work into it, you can make some money on it, I think, over time. But it's going to be a lot of work. So anyway, hope you guys are having a great day, and let us know what you think.